Someone on YouTube yesterday said, Ivy, you have a beautiful smile. Do not force the muscles to hide it. Let it happen. Over the years, I've experienced many celebrations around the world, but nothing comes close to the atmosphere of the Thai New Year celebration Songkran. What makes Songkran special is that it's a 3-day water festival celebrated with a countrywide water fight. Now that might not sound like fun to a lot of people, but when you put the water with the humidity, the celebration with the Thai people and culture, it really becomes a magical, I'd say almost spiritual combination. This time, Ivy and I have returned to Songkran on a much more exploratory note, so join us in this episode while we venture into the second and third days of our second Songkran. We were so tired. We're both tired, we're run down. Day 2, we're tired. Ivy's just fallen asleep. We travelled 10,000 kilometres over a 36-hour period to spend 6 nights in Bangkok, 3 of which were specifically focused on Songkran. We'd thrown ourselves into an epic day 1 of Songkran, but the reality was that we needed to rest. However, we had our plan. So we need to get to Saladang, and that was to visit one official Songkran event for each of the 3 days of Songkran 2025. Today, we changed things up a little bit and we decided that we would visit the Big C at CentralWorld and probably take it easy there. So today we're going to go to the Big C, which is the other place that I used to see on YouTube. But as is often the case with travelling, especially over the Songkran period, you can't always be sure your plans will work. You need to just go with the flow and see where you end up. And that's exactly what we did on day 2 of our Songkran adventures. We always have this, is we get a bit lost. Day 1 had been beyond our expectations. Both Ivy and I agreed that we didn't think anything would live up to what we experienced in 2024. However, we were wrong. Already this Songkran was far better than we expected. But with us both being so exhausted, I had resigned myself to the fact that that was the peak. That day 2 and certainly day 3 could not possibly live up to the standard that had already been set. I was wrong. In this episode we visit CentralWorld, where we have to make a diversion and I take my daughter to Silom Road at night time. And then we conclude our Songkran 2025 with a revisit to Khao San Road during a thunderstorm, which just made the people of the Land of Smiles smile even more.
Soaked again, and we've not even had a water fight.
One of the key things to know about travelling around Bangkok is that you're travelling around a very busy city and everything takes time. So I booked us a hotel right in the centre, 1 stop away from Siam Station, which is the main station. The hotel was called The Quarter, the place was called Ratchathewi, and it was possibly one of my favourite locations that we've stayed at in Bangkok.
I really like this place, Ratchathewi.
In as much as, 1, it was beautifully safe. 2, we were down a very clean side street, and then we were just on the main road at the main junction. We were 2 to 3 minute walk to the BTS station. Everything that we needed was within about a 2 to 3 minute radius of where we were staying. So even though we were in the centre of Bangkok, 1 stop away from the main station where you can get to pretty much anywhere from there, Siam, it's still extremely challenging moving around, walking up the steps, going through the escalators, the humidity, and it was an overcast couple of days for Songkran, which made it much more doable.
How are you, Ive? High five. We both wildly overslept. I didn't think we would sleep, but we did really oversleep.
We'd lost a day and a half sleep and moved forward 6 hours in time. No matter how many extra hours in bed you allow, no matter how much you take it easy, you still don't recover from jet lag for a few days, and we were absolutely beaten. But we both knew that we were doing the best we could, we were sleeping as much as we could, and we just needed to work through it. Songkran is what we were here for, and we were going to enjoy ourselves. One of the things that I really wanted to do on this trip was to use much more public transport.
Our first, I think this is the BTS, so we can only do one line on this at the moment with our tickets.
The BTS map is easy to understand in comparison with, say, the London Underground map.
I don't know how to do that.
But I kept making mistakes. So we focused on the BTS, and I really wanted to catch a bus at some point. I just feel that for travelling around and with Ivy, it really is a good thing to learn how to use different sort of metro systems, train systems, public transport systems in different countries. And our first stop on day 2 was at Siam Paragon. Such a beautiful set of shopping malls. We always like to have a little walk around this place. It's far beyond anything that we see in the United Kingdom. These shopping malls are absolutely stunning, and what they do for the Songkran events are absolutely beautiful. These places can be really quite dizzying, and we were walking around in a daze. It was very surreal, but in a very beautiful way. We sort of know where we're going now. We sort of know what to expect. We had a look around the art exhibition in Siam Paragon. We knew we didn't need to go through all the different floors. We then decided, let's take our walk down to CentralWorld. Now, CentralWorld is another amazing mall, and it's actually in between 2 train stations, so you have to walk there. It's about a 10 to 15 minute walk on the Skywalk. Usually we get lost, usually we have a problem with the humidity, and usually by the time we even find it, if we can find it, we're exhausted. Again, this was the first time where I felt we knew where we were going, we knew what to expect, we could take it easy, and the walk was easy, and we were finally at CentralWorld, which was the home of the Big C, which I had seen so many times on YouTube, which I'd seen last year, and which I really wanted to visit with Ivy. There was also one thing that we hadn't done, and that was to pour water on Buddha.
We've walked around a lot, we're hungry, and I know where I want to go and eat some food. I remember it from last time. Day 2, we finally found where we are. Hold on. This is CentralWorld, there is the Big C. This is another place that for 2 years I've been wanting to hang out here on Songkran Day. So with my lovely daughter, we're doing it. Right, the first thing we need to do is get some water pistols and some food.
I was quite surprised because there weren't many tourists around this place, and we kind of stand out. So wherever we go, we're constantly being shot.
I think they get you because of your smile. I think this is going to be a little bit mayhem.
And it was. I knew Ivy was hungry. We needed to get food. The food court that was there last year was no longer there. The Big C was no longer happening like it had. CentralWorld had changed, and it was a massive event. You needed tickets to get in, and we didn't have tickets, so we were kind of stuck. We decided that we would try and cross the road and go to a KFC, which is what Ivy said she would like to eat. However, it was just too much to get across there, so we ended up walking down a side road. We just kept walking for ages until eventually we found a sushi place. We spent more money than we wanted to spend. We ate some sushi, but I could at least tell that Ivy was feeling better, and then we decided to go back up to CentralWorld and spend some time there. We definitely felt better having now had some food inside us. The sun came out.
The sun has come out.
The atmosphere was really good. We found a lovely little place where Thai people were saying their prayers. And I often feel that these little moments, they sort of touch Ivy in a way that I want her to sort of have feelings. It's not just all water fights when we're there. We enjoy these little moments. But when we went back to CentralWorld, we sort of realised that we're on the outside of the main event. So I said to Ivy, do you want to stay here or do you want to go somewhere else? And she said Silom Road at night time. Now this really made me happy. However, it felt a bit strange all of a sudden being in a tuk-tuk saying goodbye to CentralWorld, goodbye to the big sea. That wasn't happening, and I'd had that in my head for a year, that's somewhere we would be spending time. So to be saying goodbye and heading to Silom Road, somewhere we've already visited, seemed kind of surreal. But
Slam dunk, are you ready to make plans?
you know how a change in the scenery can change the atmosphere? Very clearly, this felt like the right thing for us to be doing.
Are we here? Yeah, okay, thank you.
And when we arrived at Silom Road, it had that atmosphere that we were looking for. This felt like the right kind of place for us to be at. And what I really like about Silom Road is that because it's down one long road with the BTS train system running above, when the train comes by and with all the people in it, it creates a sort of a sound, a reverberation that's reminiscent of being in this sort of urban industrial landscape. And you know that just a few steps down the way, you're going to be entering into an atmosphere that's, as I've said before, is like spiritual.
Hello, how are you? Happy Songkran! I'm taking a beating. I can honestly say I've never had anywhere where I just accept I'm down to one GoPro. That is it. There's nothing I can do. It's just so... I might as well have just jumped in a river. And we are just going in now.
London, Berlin, New York, Tokyo, Amsterdam, Ibiza. I've been to many events around the world in 30 years, and I can honestly say that nothing has an energy that matches Songkran. With the neon signage and set against an industrial backdrop, Silom Road was like being in a Wesley Snipes meets Ridley Scott movie scene. In 2023, UNESCO designated Songkran in Thailand as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. And that is exactly what it is. It's ceremony mixed with family, culture and tradition. And it's what it creates that's worthy of the worldwide recognition. And the atmosphere is so different to anything that I would experience in England. It means that I can walk around these crazy, amazing places with my daughter and feel entirely safe. And when you're in the middle of it, it is entirely disorientating and liberating.
I think this is the last stage now. Rate it out of 10. 10. It has to be, doesn't it? I give it a 10. I need to film.
I needed to film because it's a continual flow of colour, of lights, of things I've not seen. We finish the event, then there's the tuk-tuks, then there's the journey home on the tuk-tuk. Then when we get back to the hotel, there's the restaurants around the area, there's the pool, there's the sunset, there's the sunrise. It's an entire stream of visual, emotional, physical and mental stimulation. In a neon-soaked rooftop pool and with the lights of the S2O festival in the background, we took a swim, then we went out to get some food. The fun just continued.
Even when we're having dinner.
And eventually we went back to our hotel, had a good night's sleep. If I'm honest, I didn't even want to go out on this day.
Ivy, this is breakfast.
It was overcast. Ivy and I were finally able to spend some time in our room relaxing.
How you can live like it.
We really wanted to spend some time at the swimming pool, but every time we went out there, I saw that Ivy just fell asleep.
Got a Red Bull Extra. I need this today. It's it's strong.
And then it started to rain.
Top tip for Songkran, because everything gets wet and you get the old power supply wet, if you tape everything up, you just remove it when it's time, it should be dry. And when it comes to iPhones, these are the speakers. I don't think that is a mic, so provided you just put a little bit, still, swipe up, and it's protected.
I guess a few moments of rain forced us to relax, and I was questioning, do we really need to go out today? Is there going to be any celebration if it's raining? We've had 2 amazing days, but the rain stopped and we decided we're here, we've made this effort, we should at least go out and see what we find.
Songkran day 3, we're going to see if we can get ourselves some new shirts.
Now I should have known, Songkran doesn't stop on day 3 anyway, and it certainly doesn't stop because of rain.
Alright, so we're going to go and get some food first, are we? Oh, here we go.
For 3 days, these guys squirted us with water every single time we left our hotel, and every single time I told them to get Ivy.
Happy Songkran!
We had a smile and a laugh every single time we walked by these funny guys.
I'd like to try and catch a bus.
Yeah.
I really wanted to catch a bus this trip. He got me.
That is so cold.
I know.
Of course it doesn't stop. Everywhere we went, we were under attack.
Five stops to Mo Chit, and then we catch a shuttle bus from there. Next station, Mo Chit, I think. Our favourite market.
The plan was that we were going to catch a BTS and then a shuttle bus to Sanam Luang, and then we would walk to Khao San Road from there. But when we saw this park at Mo Chit, we decided to have a little walk around here.
I love these sort of places.
What I liked about the park was that there was no smoking, no drinking, no riding bikes. It's a place to exercise or it's a place to relax.
Hello, birdie. Super humid, and there's been a little bit of thunder. It smells so lovely. Happy Songkran.
And it looked like even the birds were having their own water festival.
Have we been to this park before?
This is the Lumpini Park.
I don't know if this is Lumpini Park or not.
While we were walking around, we saw this woman was feeding the squirrels, and she saw that Ivy was watching and she invited Ivy to have a go. Now I know as Ivy's dad, Ivy is really stepping outside her comfort zone doing this, and I was so pleased that she was like, I'm going to do this, because it was such a beautiful thing to witness.
Come. Oh, amazing. Look at that. Come on, don't be scared, hon. It's a squirrel. Ah. Amazing. Thanks. Thank you.
I just got scared I was going to like jump on the fork.
Jump on the fork. Good girl, Ivy. Right, very cool.
After an amazing little detour, it was time to get back on track and onto our main journey to catch the bus.
So the bike riders down there, can you see them? They just told us we need to catch the number 3 bus from this side. Excellent. It is really hot. It is boiling.
And I should have known that this crazy change in the humidity was building up to something, because for the last couple of days it had been a lot cooler than usual, very doable for us, but all of a sudden there was a little bit of rain and boom, the humidity was unbelievable.
Number 3. Look at the speed my daughter types. Texting your friends. What?
Texting my mum.
Oh, and say what's happening with your mum today, Ivy.
It's my mum's birthday today.
How old is your mum? 50 years old. And we weren't even sure whether we should come to Thailand this year because it's your mum's 50th birthday, but your mum said go and enjoy yourself. What do you want to say to your mum?
Happy birthday.
Mum's been great. Mum has supported you coming here.
We tried to catch a bus, but we waited half an hour. It was really hard to understand it all. We eventually just said we're going to get a cab and we're just going to go straight to Khao San Road. So we bought ourselves another water pistol, and this time I wanted to strap a GoPro camera to it. For a year I'd been thinking of creative ways of filming these water fights, but we got there a bit late. It was overcast and we weren't expecting what we were about to encounter within the next 20 or 30 minutes.
Alright, Ivy, you are ready to rock and roll. You can do me. You can alright.
And under much different weather conditions than when we were here last year, we were finally heading back to Khao San Road and really had no idea how epic this night would be. We just sort of went with the flow of people, and we asked where's the entrance and someone said down there, so we just followed the crowds down the road.
Thank you. Happy Songkran. I saw on Reddit people said like, why do so many people vlog in Thailand? I've been a cameraman for 30 years and there is no better place that I've ever been to than Thailand for people waving at the camera, for people saying hello, welcome. So that's why, as this vlogger, at my age I've got to be a bit careful. I nearly slip up. I am properly soaked and still being shot by that guy there.
So we just kept walking down this road, and the more we walked, the more we got shot, and the more it rained.
It's properly raining.
And the more it rained, the more of an atmosphere was created.
I love that. I'm trying to... We've been going completely the wrong way. We got to walk all the way back. We weren't going the wrong way, it's down here. Oh, thank you. It's really wet. How are you doing, Ivy? Are you okay? Wow. I hope everyone's okay, because this is intense.
First time I've been cold in Thailand.
And finally, after half an hour of walking, and with an intense storm now very clearly above us, we found the entrance to Khao San Road, and Thailand once again put on an amazing show for us.
Welcome to Khao San Road.
Upon entering Khao San Road, we completed our mission of visiting 3 official Songkran events in 3 days, and it was concluded with beautiful chaos in Khao San Road. When Ivy and I started this journey 3 years ago, I wanted to show her different countries, cultures, currencies, religions, food and people, and it was the smile in the land of smiles that attracted me to Thailand. And if I'm true to myself, I guess I wanted to show my daughter the celebration that is people and life, and to be there as her dad and to see her smile while she experienced it for the first time. I feel I've done that. And before we left Khao San Road, there was one more thing that I wanted to do. We needed to take a break, and it just so happened that we were outside the club that had been so amazing the year before. And seeing everyone dancing, I asked the staff if we could come in to dry off and charge our batteries. Before we knew it, I was taking Ivy to our first nightclub in Khao San Road, Thailand. And as with many things we do in Thailand, it was a moment I think she'll remember for the rest of her life. Now that Ivy's a bit older, we can do slightly different things, and this unplanned diversion was the ultimate destination for our journey that had taken us over 10,000 kilometres and through 3 days of the most amazing New Year celebrations in Thailand. And it was the perfect way for us to say goodbye to Songkran for 2025, and as I said last time, I don't know when, but we will be back. As I said before, it's just a constant stream. Before we knew it, we were in the most pimped out Tuk Tuk, racing from Khao San Road to Ratchathewi, and it was like being on a roller coaster, just an amazing experience once again.
Energy.
We've talked a lot in this lift, Ivy. It's the end of Songkran. 3 nights. What have you thought of it?
It's been really good. All 3 days have been really good, each for different reasons.
Each for different reasons. It's just been amazing, hasn't it? I thoroughly enjoyed it. So what are we doing? There's the Songkran walk. I never expected to be filming anymore but we've just had an amazing meal. Ivy, it's the last day. Songkran's over. Give me your overall feelings.
It's Songkran.
Yeah, what have you thought of it?
It's been really good. I really liked it. Each day's been really good, but really different, and good for different reasons. And overall, it was good as last year, and I really liked it, and it was worth it.
We've spent like nearly a month in Bangkok, you and I. What do you like about Bangkok?
It's just really fun, there's a bit of stuff to do. Most of the time it's really hot, and I just enjoy it.
Welcome to Thailand.
You've been watching Thai Adventures Songkran Season 2, Episode 2. Stay tuned for the next episode where Ivy and I finally catch up on some sleep and spend a couple more days in the beautiful Bangkok. And I talk through everything that we learned on this whistle-stop tour from London to Bangkok. And if you like these videos, please like, comment, subscribe, share again, watch again. And thank you so very much for 10,000 subscribers. Peace.